Hello guys, I am Hitesh Tripathi and I am your instructor via Nutanix school, and in this video we are going to see a famous problem that is rotting oranges. Okay, तो काफ़ी स्टैंडर्ड प्रॉब्लम है एंड आपके इंटरव्यूज़ में काफ़ी ज़्यादा पूछी जाती है. ठीक है, काफ़ी ज़्यादा पूछे जाने का इन द सेंस कि ये 2-3 अच्छी बड़ी कंपनियों के इंटरव्यूज़ में पूछी जा चुकी है एंड थंबनेल देख के आपको समझ में आ गया होगा. ओके, सो वी विल सी दिस क्वेश्चन, वी विल सी द अप्रोच एंड वी विल सी द कोड फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. But before starting this video, let's just see what is Nutanix School. So as we all know that Nutanix School is an e-learning platform which have different programs especially designed for you. Their first program they have for you is pay after placement program. Okay, under which they will teach you for 6 months. They will make you a full stack developer, and after that, not only this, they will also get you placed in these companies which they have tie up with: ThoughtWorks, Zomato, Xiaomi, Byju's, Unacademy, and many more. Okay, so they will make you a full stack developer and then they will get you placed in these companies. And most amazing thing about this program is that you don't need to pay even a single penny until and unless you get placed in any of these companies, and for minimum of 5 lakh CTC. Okay, you can see here also that application for full stack development course is open right now. So if you want to apply for this, just come to nutanixschool.co and apply now for their full stack development course. Second thing they have for you is Launchpad initiative, under which they have different courses designed especially for you, and you can just opt any of the course and start learning for free by login or signing up in their website login nutanixschool.co. And after completion of any of the course, you will also get certificates. Okay, like they have different courses for you. You can also go on more courses. Okay, explore our free courses and you will get all the free courses here, and you will also get certificate after completion, and you can also do quizzes here. There are different coding contests especially arranged or organized by Nutanix School for every month on regular basis, so you can participate on them and get extra prizes, gift vouchers, and referrals for big companies. Okay, Nutanix School has also their own IDE, so you can code, so you can practice the coding part also. Fine. At the end, if you haven't subscribed this YouTube channel, that's Code Kitchen Nutanix School, just go and subscribe this YouTube channel, as we are uploading videos in this channel on regular basis, and on placements on different companies, how you can prepare for that, and on online assessment problem set, like different questions which you can get in your interviews and online assessments, and for DSA, for dynamic programming, we have playlists for everything. Okay, now let's just begin with today's video, that is rotting oranges. मेन आपको जो भी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा दैट डजेंट मैटर कि वो सेम नेम से पूछा जाए. ओके, मेन जो इस प्रॉब्लम में मैटर करता है इस क्वेश्चन की अप्रोच. ओके, सो यू आर गोइंग टू यूज अ डेफिनेट अप्रोच फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन, एंड दैट इज BFS on grid. Okay, so if you don't know what is BFS or what is BFS on grid, just go on YouTube, search BFS on grid by Hitesh Tripathi, and you will get a proper video over this BFS on 2D grid. Okay, just go and search on YouTube. You will get a free video on BFS on 2D grid, and you can watch that video for this question. That is prerequisite, because BFS on 2D grid is prerequisite for this question. Okay, now we are let's just see what is problem statement of this question. You are given m cross n grid where each cell can have one of the three values: 0 representing an empty shell, 1 representing a fresh orange, or 2 representing a rotten orange. Okay, every minute any fresh orange that is 4 directionally adjacent to a rotten orange become rotten. Return the minimum number of minutes that must elapse until no cell has a fresh orange. If this is impossible, return -1. Okay, so easy peasy question hai. We have a 2D grid. Okay, in that 2D grid there are some shells in which values are 0 1 2 0 1 2 0 1 2 0 1 2 0 0 1. Okay, now 1 is representing a fresh orange, like this shell, this shell, this shell, this shell, this shell. There are 5 fresh oranges. Okay, or 6, you can say 6 fresh oranges. Okay, now any rotten orange that is at shell with the value 2 can make these fresh oranges rotten. Why? Because if it come in contact with this rotten orange that is 4 directionally adjacent. Okay, if this fresh orange that is 1 has 4 directionally like this, left, right, up and down, कोई भी rotten orange होगा, so it will make this one as 2, or you can say that ये फ्रेश ऑरेंज भी रॉटन हो जाएगा, ओके, इन 1 मिनट। वी हैव टू टेल मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ मिनट्स जिसमें ये सारे के सारे जो फ्रेश ऑरेंजेस हैं इसमें वो सारे कितने हो जाएं, रॉटन हो जाए, ओके, मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ मिनट्स हमें बताने हैं। सेकेंड थिंग, इफ कोई भी फ्रेश ऑरेंज जिसमें ऐसा है जिसके चारों डायरेक्शन, सपोज ये मेरी 2D ग्रिड थी, ठीक है, उसमें ये फ्रेश है, सारे के सारे फ्रेश हैं, कोई रॉटन है ही नहीं, इस केस में हमें आंसर -1 देना है, दैट इट इज इम्पॉसिबल टू मेक ऑल द फ्रेश ऑरेंजेस रॉटन, ओके। नाउ हियर इज एन एग्जांपल, तुम्हें एक 2D ग्रिड गिवन होगी, ऑब्वियसली 2D एरे, एंड इन दैट यू विल बी हैविंग सम वैल्यूज लाइक 0, 1 and 2 for all the shells, okay, and you can see constraints that 2D grid will be of maximum size 10 cross 10, okay. Now let's just see example in a clear way. We have a 2D grid 2 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 1, okay. 2 means this orange is rotten and these are all fresh oranges. In next 1 minute what will happen is this rotten orange will make this orange as rotten and this orange as rotten, okay. Now in total after 1 minute we will be having 3 rotten oranges. After 1 more minute this orange will get rotten and this will get rotten, okay. So it means after 2 minutes we will be having total 5 rotten oranges, okay. And in next minute, that is 3rd minute you can say, and this is for 4th minute, you will be having this rotten orange will make this orange as rotten, okay. That means in after 3rd minutes we will be having this much rotten oranges, and at the end of 4 minutes we will be having all the fresh oranges as rotten, okay. So in this way you can say that after the end of 4 minutes you will be having all the oranges as rotten oranges, okay. So you have to tell this value. Now if you have already read BFS or BFS on 2D grid, you will be having no doubt in solving this question or getting the approach for this question. Now I'm telling you how we can solve this question. Suppose initially I have 1 rotten orange, okay, or suppose initially I have 2 rotten oranges. What I will do, I will push these rotten oranges in a container, okay. Now what I will simply do is I will check for first rotten orange after the end of 1 minute how many fresh oranges it will make rotten, okay. So I will check all of its 4 sides, up, down, bottom and left, okay, left and right, up and down, okay. I will check, and if there are any fresh oranges I will make them rotten, and after that I will also push that fresh orange in this container. Why? Because in next minute, that is in 2nd minute, this rotten orange will also take part in this process, that is making fresh oranges as rotten orange, okay. So this rotten orange will also take part in that process. That's why I will push this rotten orange in this container also, okay. Now I will go to 2nd rotten orange and I will simply check whether there are any fresh oranges which it will be making rotten, okay. Yes, I have this one, so I will simply make this as rotten and I will again push this in the cube, okay, because in next minute this rotten orange will take part in the process of making fresh oranges as rotten, okay. So what I will simply do is, after iterating these previous rotten oranges, that is 2 rotten oranges, I will simply increase the counter by 1 counter, or you can say time minute. Then after 1 minute I'll be having these oranges as rotten oranges. I'll be having all the rotten oranges in the container, and I'll be also having the time that after 1 minute I have this much of rotten oranges, and after 2 minutes similarly I'll be having all the rotten oranges in my container, and after 3 minutes I'll be having all the rotten oranges, and whenever I'll be having no more fresh oranges in the grid, I will simply say that this is my final time. And in any case मेरा जो ये कंटेनर है इससे सारे rotten oranges का काम खत्म हो गया, that is जितने भी rotten oranges से मैं फ्रेश बना सकता था वो सब खत्म हो गए, ओके. सो आफ्टर दैट अगर कोई भी मेरा एक फ्रेश ऑरेंज रह जाता है, ठीक है, तो आई विल सिंपली से दैट ये जो फ्रेश ऑरेंज है, ये फ्रेश ऑरेंज को मैं रॉटन नहीं बना सकता, ओके. इन दैट केस आई विल सिंपली प्रिंट -1, फाइन. नाउ आई विल शो यू द कोड, ठीक है. अब BFS इसमें कैसे अप्लाई हो रहा है, BFS के लिए 2D ग्रिड बता देता हूँ. सपोज ये मेरा एक शेल है, इसकी एजेस कहाँ हो जाएंगी, लेफ्ट, राइट, बॉटम एंड अप, ओके, इन चारों एजेस में मैं चेक करूंगा इफ एनी ऑफ द ऑरेंज इज फ्रेश, आई विल सिंपली डिक्रीज द काउंट ऑफ फ्रेश ऑरेंज, टोटल नंबर ऑफ फ्रेश ऑरेंज का मैं एक काउंट लूंगा और उसको माइनस माइनस कर दूंगा, दैट अब मेरे पास एक कम फ्रेश ऑरेंज बचा एंड मैं जो भी फ्रेश ऑरेंज है उसको कंटेनर क्यू में पुश कर दूंगा. फॉर BFS वी यूज क्यू. ओके, इन दिस वे आई विल यूज BFS ऑन 2D ग्रिड. नाउ आई विल शो यू द कोड एंड वो बहुत ईजी हो जाएगा तुम्हारे लिए समझने के लिए. ठीक है, ये मेरे पास एक 2D ग्रिड है, मैंने M क्या ले लिया, ग्रिड का साइज, दैट इज नंबर ऑफ रोज एंड कॉलम्स इन M एंड N. ओके, फिर मैंने फ्रेश लिया एक काउंटर जिसमें आई विल स्टोर टोटल नंबर ऑफ फ्रेश ऑरेंजेस एंड टाइम आई हैव इनिशियलाइज्ड विद -1. ओके, नाउ दिस इज फॉर डायरेक्शन, डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड अबाउट इट. यूजिंग दिस 2D array I will be accessing 0 and 1th shell, that is right one. Okay, and 0 and -1, that is left one. 1 and 0 is simply 1 and 0 will be simply just bottom shell and -1 and 0 will be just top shell. Okay, so using these 4 coordinates I'll be accessing left, right, bottom and upper shell. Okay, and this is the container for using Q for pushing all the rotten oranges. Now I'll simply iterate in 2D grid. I will simply check whether some shell has value 1, I will increase the counter of fresh oranges, and if the shell has value 2, I will simply push that coordinate in the container. Because we are working on coordinates in 2D grid, so we will be pushing coordinate I and j, that is value of that shell in the container. Now I will simply call the BFS until my queue becomes empty or I have worked on all the rotten oranges. I will simply find out the size, that is SZ, total number of rotten oranges I'll be having at the current time. At current time I'll be having total number of this much rotten oranges. Okay, now I will iterate on all these rotten oranges. Okay, total number of rotten oranges I'll be having at ith time. Okay, now current will be having q dot front, I will pop out that element from the queue and then I will simply check all 4 directions, that is upper, down, left and right. Okay, and x coordinate क्या हो जाएगा, current dot first plus direction first. ठीक है, तो ये चीज में अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट है, यू कैन आस्क मी इन कमेंट सेक्शन, आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू अगेन. ठीक है, जस्ट टेक अ पेन एंड पेपर एंड राइट इट, एक ड्राई रन करो तो मैं समझ में आ जाएगा इजिली, देयर इज नो इश्यू इन दैट. ओके, अगर मैं बोलूं कि मेरे पास क्यू डॉट फ्रंट में क्या था, करंट शेल के एक्स और वाई थे, अब मैंने उसमें डायरेक्शन डॉट फर्स्ट ऐड कर दिया तो मुझे क्या मिल जाएगा, ये वाला शेल, ये वाला शेल, ये वाला शेल और ये वाला शेल. ठीक है, डायरेक्शन में इटरेट करने में मेरे पास चारों शेल मिले. आई विल सिंपली चेक कि ये जो एक्स वाई है, ये पहले तो मैं बाउंड से बाहर नहीं जा रहा, मेरी 2D ग्रिड से बाहर नहीं जा रहा, एंड इफ जो शेल है ये एंड ये, if its value is 1, it means this shell is fresh. I will simply make it rotten. Okay, I'll push it in container and I will decrease the count of fresh oranges by 1. Simple सा चीज है. ठीक है, in the end of this process what I'll be having is all the rotten oranges in the container which I have to work for next minute. Okay, and आफ्टर जब मैंने सारे के सारे रॉटन ऑरेंजेस में काम कर लिया है, आई विल सिंपली इंक्रीज द काउंटर ऑफ टाइमर, आई विल सिंपली इंक्रीज द टाइमर बाय 1. इट मींस आफ्टर, और फिर जब मैं यहाँ ऊपर दोबारा आऊंगा, यहाँ पे मेरे पास होगा क्या एग्जैक्टली, टोटल नंबर ऑफ रॉटन ऑरेंजेस जिस पे अब मुझे वर्क करना है आफ्टर द एंड ऑफ दिस टाइम. ओके, एंड एट द एंड व्हाट आई हैव टू सिंपली चेक वेदर फ्रेश ऑरेंजेस अगर मेरे 0 हो गए, अगर वो ग्रेटर देन 0 है, then I have to simply print -1. If fresh oranges fresh oranges 0 हो गए, I will simply check whether my timer has increased or not. मतलब कोई भी मेरा टाइमर स्टार्ट हुआ या नहीं. अगर मेरे पास एक भी rotten oranges नहीं थे, in that case I can't make any fresh orange rotten. Okay, तो अगर टाइमर स्टार्ट हुआ, it means I have minimum 1 rotten orange, and in that case I will simply print 0, otherwise the minimum time to make all the fresh oranges as rotten. Okay, so hopefully आप लोगों को ये क्वेश्चन समझ में आ गया होगा. If you still have any doubt, you can ask me in comment section, I will explain you again. And this question has come in interviews of different big companies, so ये क्वेश्चन या फिर इसका वेरिएशन रॉटन ऑरेंजेस का. ओके, थोड़ा सा वेरिएशन होगा, रॉटन ऑरेंजेस की जगह तुम्हें कुछ ऐसा मिल जाएगा कि करंट शेल जो है वो एक बिल्डिंग है एंड इन दिस बिल्डिंग गॉट फायर, कैच्ड फायर एंड नाउ इन हाउ मेनी मिनट ऑल द बिल्डिंग्स विल कैच फायर। इस तरह का कोई एक वेरिएशन हो सकता है। So thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't checked Newton School Pay After Placement program yet or Launchpad initiative, just go and check there both the programs. And if you want to apply for full stack development course, it is open right now. Just go and apply. If you haven't subscribed this YouTube channel, that is Code Kitchen Newton School, just go and subscribe this YouTube channel and like this video and share this video. Thank you guys for watching this video.